Hi, everyone, and welcome back to the Deep Dive.
Great to be here.
Today, we're digging into some really interesting material about a big event happening in London's art world.
That's right, London Gallery Weekend 2025. We've been looking at the details provided, sort of getting under the hood of it all.
Okay, let's jump right in then. So the sources say it's happening June 6th through 8th, 2025, and the scale sounds, well, pretty massive.
Yeah, over 125 galleries taking part, and interestingly, 15 of those are actually new participants this time around.
Wow, okay. And maybe the most important bit up front, it's completely free, open to absolutely everyone.
Exactly. So our goal here isn't just to list facts. We want to unpack what this event really is, why it matters for London, for visitors.
Yeah.
You know,
Right, pull out those fascinating details the material highlights.
precisely.
So, okay, you mentioned over 125 galleries across London in just 3 days. That sounds like potentially a lot to handle, maybe a bit overwhelming.
It could seem that way, yeah. But the material we looked at actually explains how they manage that scale quite cleverly.
Oh, yeah. How so?
Well, the structure is key. Each day focuses on a different geographic area of London.
Huh, okay.
And the source points out this isn't just logistical, it's designed to help you navigate all the exhibitions, and it actually encourages exploring different London neighborhoods, too.
So it makes that huge offering feel more
Yeah.
accessible.
Much more approachable.
And the source material, it points to some specific exhibitions that sound like real must-sees, doesn't it?
It absolutely does. This is where it gets really interesting. One that stands out is called Cell 72, The Cost of Confinement.
Okay. Where's that?
That's at Harleston High Street Gallery. It's by Emmanuel Massillon and Alan Golder Carpenter. Described as provocative.
Provocative how?
Well, the description says it actually simulates solitary confinement. It's intended as a critique of the American prison system.
Wow. Okay. That sounds incredibly intense. Heavy stuff.
Definitely seems designed to make an impact. Yeah. Then there's another one highlighted, Stateless, by Masood Hayoun.
Right, at Larkin Duré Gallery.
Exactly. And this one explores themes of identity, displacement, specifically drawing on Hayoun's own Jewish-Arab heritage.
Sounds very personal, very relevant today.
And then for something perhaps a bit different in tone, maybe more atmospheric, there's a Hamad Butt retrospective at the Whitechapel Gallery.
Ah, yes. Known for installations exploring mortality, beauty, those kinds of big themes.
That's right. Haunting is the word used in the source.
So a real mix of challenging and maybe more contemplative work.
Definitely. But it's crucial to note it's not just about the big galleries or established names. The material really emphasizes the emerging side, too.
Yeah, I saw that. It mentions new galleries joining, like William Hine down in Camberwell.
And SLQS over in Shoreditch. Yeah.
And what's their focus, according to the source?
It highlights that they're specifically championing regional artists, underrepresented voices. You might find anything from experimental installations to, like, intimate paintings about health or identity.
Quite a range, then.
And what's really insightful, I think, is what the source says about their approach, especially in, today's challenging market.
How so?
It describes them as pragmatic, focused on long-term sustainability, finding their niche, not necessarily chasing quick wealth.
So more about cost efficiency, building community.
Exactly. It sounds like a very thoughtful way to build a presence and contribute something lasting.
Okay, so let's shift perspective. Thinking about you, the visitor, what's the actual experience like on the ground? What can you expect?
Well, the sources suggest a really vibrant atmosphere. You should expect special events, late-night openings sometime.
Opportunities to actually meet artists, curators.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Real interaction. And they mention practical help, too, like curated routes you can follow.
Oh, and in-person tours with event assistance.
That's right. So there's support there if you want it.
But the big tip seems to be plan ahead.
Absolutely. With so much going on, the material strongly recommends using the interactive map on the London Gallery Weekend website. Plotting your route seems essential.
Makes sense. A bit of planning goes a long way.
Definitely.
So, pulling all this together, what's the bigger picture here? Why does London Gallery Weekend matter?
Well, if you connect the dots from the source material, it seems to play a really crucial role in making art more accessible.
Right, being free and spread out helps lower those barriers.
Absolutely. And promoting diversity, too, not just in who sees the art, but which artists get shown.
So it's a platform, yes, for established names, but maybe even more importantly for those emerging artists and newer galleries we talked about.
Exactly. It boosts visibility right across the board. And it helps foster a sense of community within the city's art scene.
And of course reinforces London's position as a, global art capital.
Without a doubt. It's a moment for the city to really showcase its artistic depth and breadth.
Okay, so to recap, it's this huge free event across London, showcasing incredibly diverse art from really powerful social commentary
To more personal, intimate works, highlighting big names,
Yeah.
and crucially, new voices.
And it's all structured to actually make exploring manageable, even fun.
With just that little bit of planning, yeah. You can really immerse yourself.
Thinking about all this, it makes you consider something maybe not explicitly stated in the sources, but implied.
What's that?
How events like this don't just put art in galleries, but they kind of encourage you to see the city differently too. Connecting the art you're seeing to the specific streets, the neighborhoods, the communities you're walking through.
That's a great point. Seeing the art in its urban context.
Yeah.
Something to definitely think about as you explore.
Well, thanks so much for joining us for this deep dive into the London Gallery Weekend 2025 materials. We hope this gave you a clearer picture.
Hope it was useful. Until next time.